So we will get into this component now. We'll just take a look at, pull up a search result for the word rental cars. Now you see that enterprise rental cars, the top of that search phrase. This is 355 million broad match competing pages. If I wanted to find out, for example, just how many sites are actually competing for this in the top 1,000 results of Google, remember how before I talked about phrase match? Well, I just place it in quotes, and it tells me that there's actually 33 million competing pages for this specific keyword. And so you ask yourself, how does enterprise acquire a phrase like that? Well, first of all, they've been online since 1997, so they've had some time to build up authority. They also have pages which we can determine by just using this site : command in Google. This is going to tell us that they have 6,470 pages indexed, which is a fair amount of pages. But in specific, if I wanted to know how many times that this particular phrase, rental cars, occurred within their website, either within their title tags, somewhere in their metadata, or on their page itself, I could use this command here, which is site : then the domain name, and then the keyword, and it will tell me that there are 29,700 occurrences. So nearly 30,000 pages that are in some way, shape, or form reinforcing this shingle, which is a group of words. So you can really break down, once again, what it would take to essentially rank for something of that nature. If we went back to this grid over here where we were talking about, what it would take to rank for something like that nature. Let's look at, so 33 million competing pages. By the way, just so you know, they have 128,000 links, and so they have more than enough authority, but it's really about on-page and off-page synergy that merges to create the type of ranking that is for the word rental cars, for example, because it is quite competitive. So when we go here, for example, we're going to look at other phrases. We look at a variety of metrics, and so it's one of our keyword research tools. We can look at the word car rentals. We know that people are paying $3.59 a click for this, that there's over 5,000 people a day clicking through to this phrase. So that means that there's a substantial amount of traffic. But then when you look at the organic searches, you have over 200,000 people a day that are actually conducting search for the word car rentals. And then we also look at how many competing pages they have. So we realize that 70 million competing pages is going to take a great deal of time in order to target that. So what we would do in this instance is, instead of targeting the most competitive phrases, we would start at the bottom and look for other related phrases that we could tackle. And one thing that we would do is essentially look at phrases that had a fair amount of traffic. Say, for example, here's one right here. Let's look at this one. It's a regional term, but we now know that it has 266 searches a day, that people are paying $4.23 for it. If this were not related to my niche, I might overlook that. I would look for something more along the lines of a national phrase. Let's just see, for example. You can move further down the line, but the whole purpose of this is you want to find phrases that have low competition. The threshold, for example, for the competing pages is low, that they are available, that people are actually bidding on them for pay-per-click, and that they do have a suitable amount of organic traffic attached to them. And so that's one of the ways that we determine relevance when we're targeting keywords. So I hope this is very informative. This is the first of our series of SEO Impact. Once again, my name is Jeffrey Smith, and I hope you enjoyed the presentation and that you will join us for the additional SEO Impact series. We'll be digging into some other metrics that are a little more advanced. Thank you very much.